the beginning of humanity, there has always been war. We humans have been at war with many things since the beginning, such as nature, cold and heat, animals, and other things, but the most important wars have occurred among ourselves. We have used a variety of weapons, from stones and knives to spears and swords and warplanes, and even nuclear weapons. Today we will explain two of the most important of these wars, World War I and World War II, and whether World War III is imminent. The Earth's lifespan since its creation is more than 4,540,000,000 years, and the time of our presence on Earth from 3300 before Christ to the present day is only 5,300 years. 0.00012% of the Earth's total lifespan. To make it easier to understand, if all of Earth's history was just 1 year and the Earth was created on January 1st, the time of the creation of humans, from 3,300 years before Christ till now, would be at 23:59 minutes and 57 seconds on December 31st. That means about 5,500 years is just near 3 seconds in that period. However, during this period, many wars have occurred between us humans. From the conquest of Alexander the Great between 334 and 323 before Christ, and the 100 Years' War between 1337 and 1453. We humans have fought many wars, but the two most recent major wars that occurred about 100 years ago, World War I and World War II, left 20 and 85 million dead respectively. But how did these wars happen? We start with World War I. World War I was started by this guy, Gavrilo Princip, and this guy, Archduke Franz Ferdinand. But how? The answer is easy. Gavrilo Princip shot Archduke Franz Ferdinand dead. Gavrilo Princip was a 19-year-old Bosnian Serb nationalist and a member of the secret society of the Black Hand, a group whose goal was to unite the South Slavic lands under Serbian rule and free themselves from the control of Austria-Hungary. And Archduke Franz Ferdinand was the heir apparent to the Austro-Hungarian throne. So the motivation is clear, but the implications of this plot were such that no one could have imagined. Then Austria-Hungary, with the support of Germany, declared war on Serbia. Russia, which was obligated by treaty to protect Serbia, began to mobilize its army. Germany declared war on Russia and then on France, Russia's ally, through the Franco-Russian alliance. Germany invaded neutral Belgium to execute the Schlieffen Plan, prompting Britain to declare war on Germany. It wasn't long before most of the powers were involved in the war. The war wasn't inevitable from the assassination alone. Tensions had built for decades over colonies, arms races, and crises. But humans were not the only creatures harmed by war. Over 16 million animals served, including 8 million horses. One famous case, Wojciech the bear, adopted by Polish soldiers in the Italian campaign who carried artillery shells and became a corporal. But the war also had some little positive aspects too. Due to women's suffrage, Britain granted partial women's vote in 1918, and the U.S. followed in 1920, partly crediting wartime contributions. But World War II, which began in 1939 and ended in 1945, was longer, larger, and with more casualties. Germany was humiliated, lost 13% of territory, paid massive reparations, had its military capped, and accepted war guilt. This fueled resentment and the rise of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. Germany conquered Denmark, Norway, Netherlands, Belgium, and France. Italy joined the Axis. Germany invaded the Soviet Union. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, and then USA entered the war. By 1942, the Axis, Germany, Italy, Japan, fought the Allies, UK, Soviet Union, USA, China, on 3 continents. World War II ended in the worst possible way. The United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan in August 1945, marking the only use of nuclear weapons in combat in history. August 6, 1945, Hiroshima, the first bomb dropped, exploded 600 meters above the city, killed 70,000 to 80,000 instantly. Total 140,000 deaths by year's end. August 9, 1945, Nagasaki, the second bomb dropped, exploded 500 meters above the city, killed 35,000 to 40,000 instantly. Total 70,000 deaths by year's end. War after war, humans have used worse weapons and more terrible things have happened. With these days' incidents, the wars between Russia and Ukraine and between Israel and Hamas or Hezbollah and even Iran, are we going to have another world war coming? From the lessons we have learned so far, the world can be at a critical point, and perhaps just one spark can ignite a huge flame of war. We just need to remember that we humans are placed on Earth to live together, not to confront each other. We hope that wherever you are far from war and that you and your families are safe. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. In the hope of peace.